All right. Now, obviously, Kat, your throat, I know it's not at 100%. If you can give me like 70 on this,
Yep.
I'd appreciate it. Timmy, stat, deep
dive.
Nice.
Beau Fermor, one of the unluckiest guys in the country this week. First of all, because he's from Queensland. Secondly, because they let him go this week, which I thought was a little bit harsh.
Yeah. To quote my team list article on the SC Playbook website today, Beau Fermor missed Origin selection bracket, stitch up.
Oh, fuck. It is a good old-fashioned stitch-up, isn't it?
Like
very Queensland of them.
Like 15 minutes, came on at the end of the game, they're getting towed up. Oh, yeah, it's Beau Fermor's fault you lost. Let's drop him.
You feel a bit passionate over this one, do you?
I quite like Beau Fermor.
Oh, so do I. I think he is. I would be stoked if Beau Fermor was a New South Welshman. I would love that. Yeah, he's a good man.
He's one of them ones, where like if he was a Blues player and we didn't pick him, Maroons supporters would be like, oh, he'd fit into the Maroons camp. We'd pick him every day of the week.
Yeah, we'd pick him every day of the week. We'd never drop him. Mad. Okay.
Anyway.
Sweet.
Great news for Supercoaches.
I'll tell you what, if Beau Fermor was a New South Welshman, we would never drop him.
No,
we'd pick him every single time.
We love him.
We know guys that have got Origin written on their forehead. Talk to me.
Great news for Supercoaches. 61 points on the weekend. Pretty well all in base. He's played 10 games in the second row this season, mate, averaging 72.4 points. In his last 6 games, Roo, he's averaged 54.3 in base alone. He's 610K. He's dual-seated up 2RF. I know it's not a sexy option. I know it's a bit boring, but I tell you what, 72.4 in the back row. He's a back row with attacking upside too. Can find the line. I'm not doing it, but I like it.
Yeah, there are more exciting options out there, but I would never push back on it. He has had a few games there where he hasn't done overly well playing the entire 80 minutes, but they are pretty rare. Oh, they're the games you moved to centre. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I like it. Not a play I'll be making, but if I was... I was about to say if I was at the top, I might be looking at it. I probably still wouldn't. I can understand people doing it. I just think in today's modern game with the 6 agains and how fast it is, I want to go for my upside guys personally.
Honestly, just for the sake of Supercoach, you chase the excitement factor in those big
100%.
scores.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But like we're going to be sitting here in 6 weeks' time, and he'll have played this major buy round and a couple of mini buy rounds, and he'll be averaging probably 72.4 points. Going, geez, he'd have been handy to have through that period, wouldn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And if he can jump on, if he goes on one of these try scoring, it just sucks that he's at the Titans too.
I know.
Honestly, if he was at any other team, like who's second last at the moment? Are they Parramatta? Like mad if he's playing on the edge for Parramatta. That changes everything completely. It's just the Titans. They're just such a ball ache to watch, which is unfortunate. All right, Beau Fermor, like it. Scotty Drinkbloke, talk to me.
Yeah,
Scotty Drink Grumpy.
Spoke to Scotty Drinkwater in the SC Playbook subscriber podcast last week, and just having a look at some of Scotty Drinkwater's numbers on major buys, because I thought, a lot of people were looking to sell last week. He turned up obviously against the Storm, but so it was his 4th ton in 6 games. He scored 70 in 8 of his last 9 games with that 14 wedged in between. But obviously all the Origin players out this week for the Cowboys and will be the same in round 18. Last year, played one of the major buy-rounds, tonned up against the Roosters, 101 points.
Yep.
In 2023, played 2 of the major buy-rounds without the Origin players, obviously scored 117 and 95. So the big fella lights up when the boys are out.
Is there, and I've got no stats whatsoever to back this up, is there any concern about Purdue stealing stats off him and touches,
that was the concern going into last week, and a lot of people saying that Purdue is basically taking that sweeping play on, I think it was I
think he's on the right side.
On the right edge.
Yep.
And that was a concern, and fair enough, but I mean, he just put 105 on Melbourne.
Yeah.
In the wet.
You're not concerned?
Not enough to change anything, no. Potentially like around when you're looking at captains moving forward.
Yep.
Just in the short term while we're sort of seeing it play out, but not really, mate. Like, he doesn't have a bye at the end of the season, got the beautiful coverage through there. I'm going to get to after the 3rd mini buy round in round, 19, just reassess from there whether he's a season keeper or whether you go to a Trell if Turbo can start firing up, whoever it might be, a Dill Edwards. So, but for the time being, mate, no.
Yeah. All right, our next man, Mark Nwanganitawase has been traded into my team 8 times. Also has been traded out of my team 8 times before kickoff. It's been a up and down relationship all year between me and Marky Mark. I love him. I don't think there's anything you could say to me here that could turn me against him, but I still don't think I'm ever going to own him. I just don't think I'm going to get there, Timbo.
I basically put him in here to get you fired up about him and just plant the seed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mate, it's half grown into a tree already. You won't have to do much for it. Talk to me.
I'm going to need to double check this because I feel like I've just written this afternoon in a rush and it wasn't right, but named at centre, obviously this week. 70-point average for the season, including a 70-point average in 4 games at centre. So basically, the centre thing doesn't change too much. I'm going to double check that live on X.
While you are double checking that doesn't shock me in the slightest because, my God, he gets a lot of attacking stats at centre off offloads. You have a look at games where he's played centre, 57, 86, 46, 71, 72, 71. So, yeah, that just carrying the 1 in the head here, that looks like about a 70-point average there, mate.
Prox 70.
And, mate, to be honest with you, like, even in the last few weeks, like when he has been playing wing, like he scored a try last weekend and got 43 on the wing. Like, I think that when he does get the ball at centre, mate, he breaks so many tackles. He has so many key offloads, and quite often he has an offload that leads to a line break assist. In a weird way, because he's not a guy that stacks up a heap of base stats, I kind of prefer him at centre for those reasons.
Are you tempted or not?
Oh, for the fucking 8th week in a row, I'm tempted.
Like, actually?
Oh, yeah, but
I don't mean in a bad way. I'm like, I think he's a great buy.
I also think, mate, he's had an incredible season. It's been fantastic. He's gone over 86 twice. He's only got 3 scores above 80. Like he's been really good, but I think last weekend scared me off a little bit in that if he didn't score a try, he was in a bit of trouble there. So, but you have a look at his next few games: Newcastle, Cowboys, Tigers, Dragons. Pretty good matchups there, realistically. A lot of outside backs there who can't defend that he'll be going up against, that he'll fucking cause havoc against. But as I said, mate, I love him. I've tried to bring him in 8 fucking times. If I haven't got him already, I'm just not sure if it's going to happen.
He averaged 67 at centre, not 70, as I said. So not a huge difference, but some hard-hitting journalism there, and I apologise to readers.
When I'm genuinely looking at trading in Jermaine Osako this week. Fuck, I can pay $50K less and get Osako over Nangan to Arso. I'm probably leaning towards that at the moment.
Plays the next 2 major and mini buy rounds.
Yeah, Osako's -5 break even. He'll go up as well. He is firming rapidly to come into the Grizzlies. Mark's break-even's 113 as well. I'm just not sure if I'll end up owning him at any point this year, realistically. Next guy, name looks familiar, Tommy Turbo. Really dicked me. I know now that I've traded him out, he's going to come back and explode this week. Talk to me.
When I put this down, it was actually another seed planter in your head.
I'll give you the hot tip. I won't be trading him back in.
Yeah, no, I forgot that you traded him out.
I won't be using 4 trades and losing 300K.
I forgot that you traded him out, and it's whilst I was certainly happy you not owning Pappy, it does make me feel good you not owning Turbo this week against the Titans without Mofot, Tino. Last 3 games against
Can't believe you said it in that order, but anyway, proceed. That's wild.
Last 3 games against the Titans, 174, 86 and 116. Last game against the Titans was 174. The 174 and 86 were both last year. The 116 was in 2021. It was his 3rd last game against them.
I think the greatest indictment to the Titans as a fucking entire existence, I reckon they would have the highest averaging Supercoach score against them of all time. Surely. Like you just mentioned Turbo's numbers there, mate. I remember during SJ's career, every time he would fly into the Gold Coast, 100 Supercoach
I'm pretty sure
points.
it was. I'm pretty sure it was him against, the Titans. And I reckon Cleary put on 242 against, I feel like it was against Manly.
Mate, SJ used to fuck up the Titans every time he played. He would just take the piss. Tommy Turbo, he's in for a very good week. And you know what? If you've held on to him for this long and you've persevered and you've been patient, you deserve a matchup like this. I hope he goes bonkers for you. If you had him, would you captain him this week against the Titans?
Game of the round do they play? Around game 2, 8 p.m. Friday.
Or would you VC him?
Probably not.
No. Oh, fuck, I would. I'm happy to admit I'm a sheep without a brain. But
We'll get to it's been a big day for us, Roo. I don't know how much study you've done, but there's a lot of good captaincy picks. A lot.
Mate, it's Tom Trbojevic. I understand it is. If I still had him, if you've held on to him for this long, I'd be taking the punt because there's a lot of people that will hold on to him and will probably make the wise decision like you not to do it. I'd be happy to chuck
I don't mind the
VC.
VC. No, like
VC,
like I said, the Titans are pretty depleted. Manly and quite strong.
Yeah.
So it's like DC's Origin snub, Turbo himself back on. Like their side looks all right.
All right. Next one, Sharks Centre. Talk to me.
All right, this is probably the best. Centres, plural. So
I should have known that by not having an S on the end of it.
yes, well, Kat probably deleted it again. Kat deleted my stat deep dive names pre-show. How dare she?
According to the document, your information was never inputted to
file
me.
history. Ripped.
And I have receipts.
Such
So
shit, idiot. Such a nerd.
Do some work.
Shark Centres.
Yeah.
Jesse Ramien. I'm a not that proud owner. I've only had him for like 2 weeks or something. So didn't play him on the weekend. 58 points. From that game where he had the concussion and played about 3 minutes, he's bottomed out off the back of that. That's fallen out of his rolling average. So he's 400k. 58 on the weekend against the Warriors. He had 1 line break as his only major attacking stat. 17 runs, 4 tackle breaks, 3 offloads, 8 tackles. This season in 13 games, 1 try and 1 try assist. Kale Iro out on the left edge. Maybe they go right a little bit more as a result. Maybe not, but food for thought. Anyway, mate, I don't think Ramien is a keeper as such, but for an extra 200k for people wanting the Nathan Lawson, so another 200k, and you get Jesse Ramien at 400k. He'll make money from there. He just sits as your 6th, 7th centre wing for the rest of the season. You play him on the major and mini buy rounds. Cheap as chips. I think it's a good buy.
As someone that brought Lawson last week, I would much rather have Ramien in my side
For 200k.
Yeah, 100%. I'd rather have Ramien. Lawson already with a break even of 0. It's a little bit alarming.
Yeah, I think he's a good buy. Mawene Hiroti, pardon me, is the other one. 391k. Falls into the spot of KL Iro. Iro, as we know, scored in every game there this season.
Yep.
Hiroti, 3 games at centre this year, excluding his injury-impacted game. He averages 77.7 with 44 in base.
Yeah, he's a base monster.
And also, in those 3 games he played at centre, I believe in that left centre position for Iro, 3 tries. Good spot to be.
Very good spot to be. The Ramien stuff has me very interested. So does the Hiroti stuff, actually. What's Hiroti's break even and stuff? What are we talking about here? His break even is 34.
Hectic base there.
Yeah, very, very impressive base. And his base is better at centre than his 1 game on the wing too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, food for thought there. Yeah. The Sharky centres are looking very appealing.
I'm quite interested.
So they play this week. They don't play 18.
No, but they played the 2 minis, which will be tough.
Yep.
So I'm very tempted by Hiroti to join Ramien. I am conscious of the fact that that'll be 5 Sharkies players, and they've bedshit 2 games in a row.
That is the concern. You just never know what the Sharkies do. Yeah. Who are your 5 Sharkies? Ramien, Nikita, Hines. If you were to get Hiroti, that'll be 4. Who's your last one?
AFB.
Oh, yeah.
I went Haas to AFB that first major buy round.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
Also would like him to do more than he is.
Yep. I'm going to give him a few more weeks, then I'll make a call on that. But this is a concern. This is definitely
I wouldn't mind
him
scoring a try like he has every week for the last 3 years that I haven't owned him. Wouldn't hate it.
Yeah. Have you been working out? You look unreal in that jersey.
Thanks, mate. I think it's just a good kit, but I think the kit actually brings it out in
What
you.
about the Warwick Farms on the kid? That jersey's doing wonders for you.
It's a mirage, but that's the beauty of the jersey.
Great jersey.
Have you, mate?
Yeah, just been shifting a bit of tin.
The mirage of the jersey.
What's that?
The mirage of the jersey.
I thought you said the maroon. I was going to fucking flip a table. It's plum. The jerseys will be coming out very soon, so stay tuned for details. You can look as good as myself and Timmy in a few weeks if you're in the top 30, which you'll have to move quickly if you want to get in. We don't just take fucking anybody over here. We're not the Canberra Raiders. We take a select few people that are made of the right stuff to either be a stallion, whatever the fuck that means, or to be a grizzly, a true winner. So stay tuned for details. They'll be available very soon. It will be fastest finger that'll win.
Just a drive-by on the Stallions and the Raiders in the same sentence. That was a bit unwarranted.
No, well, can't win them all. But your Raiders are winning a lot of them at the moment, so I don't feel sorry for you.